presentation of the National Football League.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And we're underway here in South Philly. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 37 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That one good for 18 yards, and to the 18-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
Here's Barkley. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Barkley. He slams it in there, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So on 4th down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. Back deep is Avery Williams. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the ground.
Every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Off he goes. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
This is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Hurts to the air on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game. A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for an Eagles first down. They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. That's Goddard in motion. Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Can the defense do it again from the 1? Third down now, and goal. Barkley, and no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now, the tension mounts. 4th and goal. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they think about what they want to do here on 4th and goal. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Prescott. His pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Sanders. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Now they'll pitch it out here. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 33 yards.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
First down, it is Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Prescott now. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll throw again. Dak. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Dotson, the man in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
A second down throw for Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to be third down. Again, Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
To return, it is Turpin. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. What a run by Williams. 31 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Play action now. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Second down, they need 7. A run, it's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Prescott. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number, and he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
On play action, here's Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's going to tuck it and go. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
2nd down, they need 3. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll take off again. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a 1-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Just 1 second remaining in this 1st half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. He'll get this to Schoonmaker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Now a second down throw for Prescott. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That's down the field for Lamb. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Take this into the end zone. What a run. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles move out in front by the score of 17-3. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. will bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Pistol now from Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a 1st down. handoff. This is Sanders. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Pass caught by Tolbert. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
Powering forward, he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Hurts going to hold on to this one, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got a tight end, Calcaterra, to the left. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They'll go with the sneak. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's to the right side. Punt by Goddard. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards.
Well, I'm not sure there's been one position on offense that has evolved more over the years, Mike, than the tight end position. They're no longer just the extra blockers. They're no longer just the underneath, hey, pick up a first down. These are some of the most dynamic playmakers in the league, and that's a great example of why.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
To throw on second down is Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Cowboys offense and the veteran Miles Sanders ready for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On second down, it's Dak. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air again. Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team...
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken.
Defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Prescott now. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And it will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception and gets his team a 1st down.
Interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
To the left side, it's caught by Brown.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Dotson, the man in motion. On third down, here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's third down coming up.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll try to run for it. Woo! And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys now down by 13, a minute 52 to play. Their offense has struggled all night. Now they need to find 2 scores to pull this out. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jalen Carter gets us for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Throw left side, caught by Ferguson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It is 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. This one intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense, but do the math. Even if they choose to use them, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from South Philly.